क्या आप भी एक ऐसे स्कूल या कॉलेज की तलाश में हैं जहां से आपको एक अच्छी जॉब मिल सके, या फिर आप दिन रात एक करके किसी सरकारी नौकरी की तैयारी में जुटे हुए हैं, या फिर आप किसी कॉलेज में पढ़ रहे होंगे, समय पर असाइनमेंट कर रहे होंगे, 75% अटेंडेंस मेंटेन कर रहे होंगे और न चाहते हुए भी आप इसलिए रट्टा मार रहे होंगे ताकि एग्जाम में आपको अच्छे अंक आ सकें। आप हर रूल को इस उम्मीद से फॉलो कर रहे होंगे कि जब आप इस कॉलेज से डिग्री लेकर निकलेंगे तो आपके हाथ में एक बेहतरीन जॉब होगा, आप खूब पैसा कमाएंगे और अपने माता पिता के सपनों को पूरा करेंगे। लेकिन जब आप अपनी पढ़ाई पूरी करके असल दुनिया में कदम रखते हैं तो हकीकत उम्मीदों से बिल्कुल अलग होती है।
मैं एक दिन पदाधिकारी बनूंगा, समय पर एडवर्टाइजमेंट आएगी, समय पर वैकेंसी क्लियर होगी, हम भी नौकरी में आएंगे। लेकिन हमने क्या किया सर, डिग्री लेते गया, 1 by 1 डिग्री लेते गया और मैंने अलग अलग डिग्री लिया।
12 साल एक लंबा अरसा होता है। इस दौरान आपकी ज़िंदगी में क्या क्या छूट गया?
जिंदगी में सारी चीज़ छूट गया सर, घर परिवार रिश्तेदार सारे छूट गए। दुख है सर, क्या बोलूँ, मैं अपने दुख और पीड़ा को हम किसी पास सामना नहीं कर सकता हूँ सर। बहुत संघर्ष से पढ़ा, ट्यूशन पढ़ा के मैं 2012 से ट्यूशन पढ़ा के अभी तक मैं पढ़ाई किया हूँ और मैं कुछ भी हासिल नहीं कर पाया।
ये आपकी गलती नहीं है। आप अक्सर सोचने लगते हैं कि इतना मेहनत करने के बावजूद भी मैं सक्सेसफुल क्यों नहीं हूँ, कहाँ कमी रह गई। तो रुकिए, ये सिर्फ आपकी कहानी नहीं है। इंटरनेशनल लेबर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ILO की रिपोर्ट कहती है कि इंडिया के 29.1% एजुकेटेड ग्रेजुएट्स आज भी जॉबलेस हैं। आपने रट्टा मारा, अच्छे मार्क्स लाए, लेकिन फिर भी वर्ल्ड पॉपुलेशन रिव्यू के मुताबिक इंडिया का एजुकेशन सिस्टम आज 2026 में भी 101वें रैंक पर है। क्यों? क्योंकि आपको एक ऐसे एजुकेशन सिस्टम का सिलेबस थमा दिया गया है जिसका ऑब्जेक्टिव कभी शिक्षा देना था ही नहीं। उसका असली ऑब्जेक्टिव सिर्फ वर्कर्स और एम्प्लॉय पैदा करना था। आपने कभी सोचा है कि आज भी लोगों को करोड़पति बनना क्यों मुश्किल लगता है? क्योंकि उन्होंने उस सिस्टम को फॉलो किया है जो कभी अमीर बनने के लिए बनाया ही नहीं गया था।
Do you know why people don't think it's easy to make $1 million? Because they go to school. And school is the worst thing you can send your children to. I said that. The whole school is cool, keep kids in school, that is propaganda, and here's why. Do you know who founded and funded the General Board of Education? John D. Rockefeller. Do you know what he said? He said, I am not in the business of making a nation of thinkers, I'm in the business of making a nation of workers. Everything you learn in school, every single solitary thing about how to think, you learn because school has taught you to think that way. They taught you to think like an employee. They taught you to think like a poor person, because if everyone was rich, the economy would fall apart. Therefore, we can't have too many rich people. So what do? We put kids into indoctrination camps to show them how to be an employee. And then they go out in the world and they think like an employee, so they stay an employee. They don't become entrepreneurs. They don't become rich. Why do you think they ask you, raise your hand to go to the bathroom? What kind of sick is that? I gotta piss. I gotta raise my hand to go to the bathroom? Like, really think about that. That's
लेकिन इस सिस्टम से निकलना कैसे है, ये जानने से पहले इसकी शुरुआत समझनी होगी कि आखिर ये सिस्टम बनाया क्यों गया था।
John D. Rockefeller was one of the richest men in the entire world from the oil industry. And in 1903, he funded the General Education Board with a famous quote of saying, I don't want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of workers. The General Education Board's main objective was to create schools that focused on obeying authority, following rules, memorizing, not thinking, and breeding you to work 9-to-5 jobs for elite corporations. That is why we see the mundane subjects in school of things like math, English, and other subjects.
And I mean, even look at our schools. They look like prisons.
But here's where things get really messed up. John D. Rockefeller also funded big pharma and medical schools, with the initiative being from taking people from natural healing remedies towards pharmaceutical-based care. And from this, he created a perfect system. The schools create the workers. They work forever, which makes them sick. Then they have to take pharmaceutical drugs to stay alive. And from that, he makes endless money.
Our education system is really just a monopoly. It is breeding workers so that the elites keep making more money. This is why it is more important than ever for us to wake up and choose differently moving forward.
अगर आज भी आपको लगता है कि ये सब तो सिर्फ 200 साल पहले होता था, तो रुक जाइए, क्योंकि आगे जो देखने वाले हैं वो आपको झकझोर कर रख देगी। आज है साल 2026, दुनिया की हर चीज बदल गई है, लेकिन हम आज भी उसी 1835 वाले एजुकेशन सिस्टम में अटके पड़े हैं।
Here's a modern day phone. Recognize it? Here's a phone from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Stay with me. Here's a car from today, and here's a car from 150 years ago. Big difference, right? Well, get this. Here's a classroom of today, and here's a class we used 150 years ago. In literally more than a century, nothing has changed. Yet you claim to prepare students for the future? But with evidence like that, I must ask, do you prepare students for the future or the past? You were made to train people to work in factories, which explains why you put students in straight rows, nice and neat, tell them sit still, raise your hand if you want to speak, give them a short break to eat, and for 8 hours a day, tell them what to think. Oh, and make them compete to get an A. A letter which determines product quality. But today, we don't need to make robot zombies. The world has progressed, and now we need people who think creatively, innovatively, critically, independently, with the ability to connect. Because while students may be 20% of our population, they are 100% of our future.
स्कूल में बजने वाली वो घंटी, कतारों में बैठना और एक ही जैसा यूनिफॉर्म, ये आज भी उसी कन्वेयर बेल्ट माइंडसेट की देन है। आज भी एक 7 से 8 साल का बच्चा 14 से 15 साल की उम्र तक ऐसे सिस्टम को सीख रहा है जिसमें बिना कोई सवाल किए सिर्फ वही टास्क परफॉर्म करता है जो उससे कही जाती है।
What we do with that 5-year-old boy is we put him in a classroom, we put him in a desk, and we have him engage in rote memorization, and it's driving him nuts. But he's a problem now. He's a problem, right? He's disruptive to the classroom. And what's fascinating is the school system developed for the child or the child for the school system? So how do you get a rambunctious boy to pay attention and be quiet? Well, you can drug him. And then over time, we're fascinated to find out that, well, he just doesn't like learning. Well, no kidding. No, that boy probably loved learning if you put him in an environment that's actually conducive to the God-given, interests and impulses that he had. I think I think we're already finding out, but I think it's going to start to become more commonly accepted that what we did was we drugged young boys so they could fit into a system that wasn't designed for them.
आज के स्कूल सिस्टम का भी इसमें कम हाथ नहीं है।
My dad said schools are basically prisons. They keep kids locked up physically and mentally, prepare them for jobs that are also basically prisons until they retire and go to a nursing home. Their final prison.
School is not a prison.
Can I leave whenever I want to?
It's a little like a prison.
We don't teach money at school. I said, why not? And she couldn't answer me. And she got very flustered. She said, sit down, take your seat. And then I got curious. I said, why don't we learn about money? She says, go ask your father. He's my boss. So my father was the head of education. I go home and ask him, said, why don't we learn about money in school? And he looked at me and says, because the government doesn't let us teach that subject. The government tells us what we can teach and what we can't teach. And I thought that was strange. And I said, but aren't we going to school to learn about money? He says, no, your job is to get a job. I said, but you get a job to earn money. He goes, no, you're supposed to just get a job. Isn't the purpose of a job to earn money? He goes, you're correct. I said, so why don't I just learn about money?
खैर जैसे तैसे इस सिस्टम से लड़ झगड़ कर अगर आप बाहर आ भी गए तो आप एक ऐसे मेंटेलिटी के साथ बाहर आते हैं कि बस कहीं भी एक छोटी मोटी जॉब मिल जाए। विडंबना देखिए, जिस उम्र में आपके पास दुनिया बदलने के लिए आइडियाज होने चाहिए थे, उस उम्र में आकर आपका पूरा फोकस फिक्स सैलरी और जॉब सिक्योरिटी पर आकर टिक जाता है। अगर आज भी आपको लोग ज्ञान देते फिरते हैं कि पढ़ ले, ये डिग्री ले तो पूरी लाइफ सेट हो जाएगी, तो यकीन मानिए ये पूरी तरह से सच नहीं है।
Most people that are teaching don't know what they're teaching. 80% of the people that teach have never done what they're teaching. I was raised to believe if you don't go to school, you can't get a good job. I hadn't gone to school. I didn't have a good job. I owned the whole company. So then I started to think, I wonder how many things I believe are not true.
A salary is the drug they give you when they want you to forget about your dreams. Because it's very easy to stay in that world where somebody is mitigating your risk. You just have to perform certain tasks, do them well for a third of your day, and they will feed you a salary. And you don't have to think about anything else. And that for a lot of people works. There's nothing wrong with that. It's very noble. Great employees are extremely valuable to build enterprises. But when you leave that path and you put at risk income that you need to eat with, you're going on a different journey. And that fear of failure is an extremely motivating factor.
ध्यान रखें, सिस्टम आपको एक मशीन बनाना चाहता है, लेकिन चुनाव आपका है।